to start that right now, and we are recording. All right, guys. So, welcome to today's call. Today's call is designed to help you learn a little bit more about how to get your pipeline flooded with people that want to buy a house. Now, one of the things that we cut our teeth on very heavily at the beginning was first-time home buyers. Now, first-time home buyers sometimes have credit challenges. Because they have credit challenges, a lot of agents discard that business. What I mean by that is if they send it to a loan officer and if they don't have a 750 credit score and a down payment, I hate to say this, but they treat them like third-class citizens. Now, listen very carefully when I say this. Bad things happen to good people. Now, some people, they just don't pay their bills. Those are the ones I ain't talking about. I'm talking about people who deserve a real second chance in life. All right, so we're going to talk about a program called FES. FES is Financial Education Systems. They're actually the marketing arm of a company called United Credit. What you need to know about United Credit is United Credit is actually a 5013C nonprofit organization that's been in business for over 10 years. They're probably the absolute best credit repair company I've ever seen in my entire life, and we'll explain here in a minute why I feel that way. So first, let me give you a little bit of background on how it came to my attention and what my involvement has been with it up to date, and then I'll bring you up to speed on why I think this could benefit everyone in the group. So first things first. So I was actually approached by this company over a year ago, and initially when I saw it, I kind of chunked it into the rest of the credit repair companies that I find. So we got tons of guys here doing credit repair. I mean, drive down the road, you're gonna see signs on the side of the road. Credit repair, $300, whatever. And being in the mortgage business, most of that stuff, from my experience, it just didn't work very well. But I had this guy that kept chasing me, for the lack of a better word, saying, hey, you should join this company. This is what they do. There is a network marketing component to it. I'm not really a big MLM guy. Never have been. Don't want to talk to my friends and family and burn all my social media contacts, for some pills, potions, and lotions. So for that reason, I kind of stayed away for a little bit. But it just kept coming back. And then we started doing, the spot program and started getting flooded with leads. And when I realized that so many darn leads were coming in, that I'm leaving so much money on the table that I had to have a really good credit repair company. Not the guy down the street that's doing credit repair on the side. I mean, a company that does this thing for a living that can actually guarantee me some rock solid results. So I contacted the guy back and said, hey, can you provide me some more information? Who does the actual credit repair? Are you guys working out of a 10 by 10 office? And come to find out, this is actually a really huge organization. And they actually switched, or improved, or however you want to look at it, to a network marketing model about 7 years ago. So prior to that, they were doing just one-on-one sales. The most powerful form of advertising is word of mouth. So they went to a word of mouth program, and they primarily target realtors and loan officers and car dealerships and mobile home lots, stuff like that. People that see people on a daily basis that need to get their credit scores increased. Now, so I started sending them a couple people, and they have seriously, they've taken my clients from 550 credit scores to 750 credit scores in 90 to 120 days max. I've seen these guys take off liens, judgments, charge-offs, collections, bankruptcies, foreclosures, short sales. I mean, you name it, these guys work really, really, really good. So what we're going to do is I'm going to play for you. It's just like a 20-minute presentation because I want you to see it how I saw it. And then I'm going to come back for a live Q&A, and I'm going to tell you what's kind of happened and the improvements that I've made to what they are already doing that I'm offering to the team. and see if you've got an interest in sending your clients to this company. We'll talk about what that looks like. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. All right, guys, this is only about 20 minutes long, and then for the duration, and then we'll come back to a live Q&A. Here we go.
Welcome, welcome. So what will you learn today on today's webinar? First of all, what is FES? You're going to learn the power of credit, how to position yourself with the best interest rates available for future purchases, and how to pay off debt that's probably keeping you from going paycheck to paycheck, and how to build a big business that won't interfere with what you have going on right now with a solid mentorship for growth. So I'm going to be your speaker for today. My name is Bruce Rochester. I'm a senior vice president in our company, currently doing over $1 million in business, not every 6 months, not every year, every 30 days. I'm an investor, entrepreneur, and a business developer, social media marketing expert, leadership coaching, and problem solver. I reside right here in sunny South Florida, born and raised. I have 2 wonderful daughters, and I used to work at a call center for structurally about 10 years of my life. It got to a point in my life, though, where, I just had more month than I had money. I was living paycheck to paycheck, and I found myself in a rut with also a bad credit score. So with that being said, I was looking for someone to get me out of a certain situation, and my credit score was in the low 400s. Got started with this company, and when my credit score went from the 400s to now a 750 plus on all 3 credit bureaus. So here's my favorite quote. You don't have to be great to start. You just have to start so you can one day be great. Now let's talk some facts. Over 61 million people have a 599 credit score or lower. Currently, 4 in 5 credit reports have errors on them, causing lower credit scores. Over the course of your lifetime, having less than perfect credit can cost you up to $1 million in interest rates, fees, and unnecessary charges. Your credit score is like a financial reputation. It's a 3-digit number that has a 6-figure impact on your life. Fortunately, rebuilding your credit score is a lot easier than you think. So there's actually 5 factors that actually, calculate to your credit score. The first thing I want to talk about is payment history. A full 35% of your credit score is determined off payment history. So you got to pay your stuff on time. Did you guys know that one late payment that's 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days late can actually drop your credit score to up to 100 points? Next thing is your debt. Your debt to credit utilization. 30% of your credit score is based off of that. So, the amount of debt you have on each one of your credit cards is compared to your limit. So if you have a credit card and it's $1,000, you don't want to be spending no more than 30% of that utilization. So if it's $1,000 credit limit, don't spend more than $300. If you have a $500 credit card, don't spend more than $150. And if you have a $300 limit, don't spend more than $90. Now, the next thing is 15% of your credit is the age. Banks want to see trade lines 2 years or older. So your credit score is like a fine bottle of wine. The older your credit cards, the better. All right. The next is 10%. 10% is the type of credits you have. Did you guys know that you ideally should have about 3 to 5 credit cards? That's actually 10% of your credit score. And last but not least, inquiries, which is another 10%. All right. 1 or 2 inquiries on your credit report is not bad, but anything more than that, it starts to tell a story to the bank that you're desperate for credit. So is having a bad credit score affecting your life? I mean, are you having difficulties getting approved for a loan? I mean, I was. Trouble renting an apartment? Trouble getting a job or security of clearing? Trouble getting a cell phone with a contract? Or maybe you just have a potential strain on your personal relationship. It's not the problem that people are not making money. It's just when you got more coming out than you got coming in, that can actually put a pretty huge strain on your relationship. Maybe wifey's not being able to get her nails done like she used to, get her hair done. And, these things start to add up, which can actually affect your credit score. So do you feel that you're not where you want to be in life due to your financial situation? So what do you do? All right. Here's a solution. Financial Education Services. Founded in 2004, A+ rated in the Better Business Bureau. Debt-free company with 100% annual sales growth. We got two owners, Paramount Nayak and Mike Toloff. They came up and partnered up with a company called United Credit Education Services, a company that's been around since 14 years plus, removed over 1 million negative derogatory items, live customer support. So how does this actually work? Thanks to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, you have to investigate and dispute all negative items on your credit report. So United Credit Education Services will help you identify and challenge inaccurate, erroneous, or obsolete items. We're talking about late payments, collections, foreclosure, public records, student loans, judgments, child support. Yeah, child support. Yeah, that can get deleted off your credit report and disputed. It doesn't matter what you have on your credit report, it can be disputed. Now, step one, you're probably asking yourself, how does this work? Well, our credit attorneys first pull your credit report from all three credit bureaus. We draft up some letters, these are your dispute letters, and we dispute from all three credit bureaus at one time. Step two, we're going to mail out your dispute letters. All we ask you to do is sign them and mail them off to the credit bureaus accordingly. And once that, you're going to start seeing items being updated. So step three, once the credit bureaus respond back to you, you're going to start seeing results in 45 to 90 days. So we're not done yet. We got bonuses, right? We got bonus products that you also get on top of the services: credit building, credit attorney, credit monitoring. So we also have an FES Debt Zero program, LifeLock, to protect you from identity theft. That's really important. Financial Lockbox, an RX discount card, which can also help save you anywhere from 10 to 85% off of any pharmaceutical medications, travel discounts, cashback shopping. We have a Wi-Fi online mint, health insurance, and also term life insurance for the agents up to $100,000. That's a lot of benefits. That's a lot of benefits. So the FES Protection Plan membership not only going to improve your credit, but we're also giving all these different services for how much is this probably going to cost? It's only a one-time activation fee of $99 and $89 a month. No contracts, no early termination fees. Guys, it's just month to month. And you're going to start seeing results in 45 to 90 days. We're not done with value. We're going to give you some more value. How about who's out there currently renting? Did you guys know that you can actually add your rental history on your credit report to boost your score? We'll verify these rental payments, add those rental payments on your credit report. This can boost your score anywhere from 20 to 100 points in just 45 days. So that's it about the services. Now let's talk about the business opportunity, how we can make some money. How many people do you know have less than perfect credit, don't have their financial affairs in order, have debt, but don't know how to have a game plan on paying it down? Just like their current job, that was me, yep, and need to make more money. How many people do you know that are not where they want to be in life due to their financial situation? Now, guys, let's be honest here. How many people do you know control their income, their schedule, their advancement, their benefits, their retirement, and their future? I mean, a lot of people today are trying to control things they can't control, which is, you know, having someone else tell you when to take a lunch break when you're not hungry, having someone else tell you when you can actually spend more time with your family. And these things, such as, I mean, you can't get a pay raise when you feel like it because someone else controls that. So when we try to control things we can't control, it leads us to be out of control. It'll create anxiety, stress, depression, and lead many people to death, which is why you see 50 and fired. Where did my career go? And finished at 40. So I'm going to talk about something that's very important. There's 4 ways of making money. Why are so many people dealing with the same issue? Well, let's just talk about this. 95% of America, we're taught to go to school, get good grades, and get a safe, secure what? Job, right? So with a job, there's no time leverage. You're working for someone, right? Which means if you're not leveraging someone, someone is leveraging you. You're going to work 40 years of your life. You're going to work 40 plus hours a week, hopefully if you get those hours, and you're going to actually pay 40% to Mr. Uncle Sam. I know he's not my uncle, but yep, you're going to have to pay 40% in taxes to the government, which is why most people can't retire. You're going to trade time for money. There's no tax advantages. You can't pass this down to your kids. I don't know anybody that passed down a job to their kids. There's no control over your pay, your schedule, or your destiny. This is what we're taught to do, ladies and gentlemen. So why are you still trading time for money? So what most people do, they get a little bit more wiser and they become self-employed. These are your Uber drivers, hairdressers, electricians, right? But here's the thing. It's to do it all by yourself, the one-man show. Time is not working. I mean, if you get sick, if you're taking a vacation as a self-employed, did you guys know so does your bank account? Possibly of irregular pay. No sick pay, no annual leave, no company benefits of being self-employed. So why are you still a one-man show, right? So most people on the left side of the quadrant, this is what I got from the book, Robert Kiyosaki, Cash Flow Quadrant. He says you want to be a B or an I, which is where you start earning passive income and you're not dependent on anybody else. You control your own destiny. There's no limit to what your income is. There's tax advantages when you have your own businesses and you choose the people who you want to work with. Isn't that nice? You can actually follow your passion and be your own boss. All right. Then there's investors. Your money is working for you, so you won't have to work for the money. You get to choose where you focus your attention and you got time freedom. So make money in your sleep. Warren Buffett says if you don't find a way to make money in your sleep, you will work for money till the day you die. So welcome to hybrid marketing, where entrepreneurship meets corporate America. So what's the difference between a job and FES? Starting a business, your own business with FES? Well, with a job, there's a 40-year plan. There's only linear income. You got a boss you got to answer to all the time, right? You're depending on a 401k. There's no tax benefits, and you can't will it or sell it to anybody else, which means you can't leave it from generation to generation. So what's the difference between a job and that? So let's look at FES. FES, you don't have to work 40 years of your life. It's a 2 to 3 year game plan. You make residual income. And then there's also BYOB. That's not bring your own beer. That's be your own boss. There's generation wealth. There's tax benefits. It's willable and it's sellable, where you can actually pass this down from generation to generation. So if maybe you're on the other side and you're like, you know what? I'm ready to start my own business, but what's the difference between starting my own business from scratch and starting a business with FES? Well, the traditional business, whether it's a Subway, McDonald's, these type of franchises will run you anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000. There's no profits for the first 2 years, 90% chance of going bankrupt, the overhead of rent, utilities, and employees, business dependent on you. And to double in size, you have to double your overhead. With FES, it's $288 to get started. Profits within 30 days, zero chance of going bankrupt, no overhead, business dependent on systems, not dependent on you. And to double your size, just double your team. So how do we earn our income? All right, so let's look at this guy here. He looks like Kobe Bryant in a suit. All right, for every client we enroll into the protection plan, we earn $100 plus residual income. You can get as many clients as you want. There's no limit to acquire. So what's a hypothetically? Let's just say you did 5 clients a week. We're talking about an extra $2,000 a month. With an extra $2,000 a month, what would that do for you and your family? What if you did 20 clients a week? We're talking about $100,000 a year. So how do you find, you're probably like me, so how do we find these people? Well, there's families, friends and family, there's social media, there's real estate, there's mortgage brokers, car dealerships, and tax professionals. In real estate, these individuals need credit-worthy clients for them to make more money. The average transaction for a realtor is what, anywhere between $6,000 to $15,000. So let's just say a realtor turns down 50 clients a year. That realtor, if the average transaction was just say 6,000 times 50 turndowns, that realtor is losing $300,000 by not being in business with FES. So that realtor can either be one of your business partners, or they can be a referral source where they can send you all the people with bad credit. We'll turn those people who are unqualified to be qualified buyers in 45 to 90 days. Same thing for mortgage brokers. Same thing for car dealerships, tax professionals. Listen, you can build a referral source of people sending you clients to the point where you won't have to look for people. The people will be looking for you. So how do we acquire bonuses? We have something called a cab. We ain't talking about the cab you're driving. This is a cab bonus. So for every agent, new business partner you enroll, you're going to make money up front, anywhere from $100 to $550. So the initial is what you get paid when you enroll the agent. But when you get that agent qualified, when we mean qualified, that means getting that agent 2 clients, the company's going to pay you again, right? So how does that look? So let's just say we got Kobe. Kobe enrolls Rebecca, right? Rebecca goes out and get 2 clients. She makes $200, but since Kobe's an agent, he's going to make $100 cab bonus. Kobe goes out, enrolls a new agent. He gets promoted to something called field trainer. Field trainer, he's going to teach this guy, we're going to name him Jeff. Jeff goes out and enrolls 2 clients. Kobe, now that he's a field trainer, he's going to now make $160 per agent. Now, Kobe's so excited, he's now what we call a senior field trainer. He's going to enroll, maybe we're going to call this lady named Lisa. Lisa's probably a mortgage broker. She sees tons of clients. She enrolls 2 clients, but so because Kobe enrolled Lisa and he's now a senior field trainer, he's now going to make $240 per agent. So now Kobe goes out and enrolls maybe his wife. His wife enrolls 2 clients. He's now making $380 at sales director. Guys, this can go all the way up to senior executive vice president where you're making $550 plus you get paid overrides. Guys, you can get paid unlimited levels. We get paid every week. You can literally build a team nationwide all over the country and have agents that are enrolling clients and building their business, and you're getting paid in your sleep. Now, once you enroll, we want to say, listen, once you get started in our company, you want to strive for 5. So look to your neighbor and say, strive to 5. So I know you probably like, wait, where's my neighbor? So once you strive for 5, you're going to have 5 agents and 5 customers. It don't matter if it's 5 agents. It could be 3 agents, 2 customers. It could be all customers. Once you hit that number 5, the company is literally going to get you all the services for free. Yeah, I said it, free. And not only that, that's going to put you in something called the R&R program. So once you have an accumulation of personal and team production of a minimum of 500 protection plans in your team, the company is going to put you in the relaxation retirement club, where on the first level, they're going to pay up to $600 a month for a car allowance. What kind of car allowance? We're talking about a Mercedes-Benz, Cadillac, or an Audi. You can get one of these cars and the car company will literally pay for your car payments. On the second level, they're going to get you a bonus check of $10,000. On the next level, a $1,500 car allowance where you can get any car of your choice. Like me, I have a C43 AMG Mercedes-Benz, brand new off the lot, no money down. My car payments is $515 a month. I have the $1,500 car allowance. So guess what? I keep the rest of the money in my pocket. Now we also have the one-time bonus cash of $25,000. We also have a mortgage payment where the company is literally going to pay up to $5,000 a month for the mortgage of your house. You have a one-time bonus of $50,000, monthly retirement. This is better than 401k. It's like 401k on steroids, where they're going to match your check with the $25,000 and put in an escrow account for you to retire. And you see these 2 people over here. That's me and my wife. I know we look a little light-skinned, but that's us. The company is literally going to pay up to $100,000 to $250,000 a month for the rest of your life on top of what you're already earning. Guys, the R&R program is ridiculous. We got people who are getting the cars. We actually have more people. We just couldn't put them in the mountains. And we also have a convention, which is once a year in Las Vegas, where, yes, you can get yourself to Las Vegas, connect with a lot of the leaders. So you're probably asking yourself, what do I got to do to get started? So to enroll to become an agent, it's just $288. With that $288, you're going to get your own website. You don't have to deal with the employees and all the overhead like a traditional business, like we said earlier in the webinar. You're going to have your FES Connect. You have online training platform. You have an online business back office with report and sales tracking system. We have weekly pay. Yep, every Thursday is payday. You have also marketing materials and conference call trainings and updates. You'll also be able to get your credit worked on as well, being an agent, because you're part of the protection plan, and also a $100,000 life insurance policy. So once you get started, we're going to connect you with our FES training platform to get you trained and get you to the next level. We also have our YFL program where we donate a lot of money to help educate the youth from ages 8 to 18 on personal finance. We donate $2, and last year we did over $180,000 in school scholarships, and this year we actually gave away over $250,000 in school scholarships to educate the kids on real personal finance. So are you ready to be successful at FES, What's your level of interest? Maybe you see yourself as a customer. You just want to get your credit worked on. Or maybe you're like me. You want to be an agent and a customer and start helping more people with their protection plan membership. So how do you get started? Well, you just sit here and fill out this application, right? You put your name, basic information, where you want the checks to be sent to if you want to be an agent, or where you want the dispute letters to be sent to. Step 2, you're going to actually choose what membership type, right? You hit the protection plan membership, which is a 288, and you'll be able to get started with that. Step 3, they agree to the terms and conditions. You hit the check mark on both. Then it's going to ask you for a password. What password do you want your website to be? So you just fill that out, and once you fill that out, you're going to be able to choose what password you want your website to be. And then on the last but not least, your commissions. How do you want your commissions to be paid out? Well, I mean, if you want to have a check, you can have the company send you a check. If you want to have the company set you up with a direct deposit, you can put your direct deposit information, and the company will pay you the direct deposit on Thursday morning. Now, if you do choose check, you can also go back and change it to direct deposit later. All right. So last but not least, the payment information, and that will basically get you started. So we're basically finished here. You're probably asking yourself, so why should I get started today? Well, listen.
All right, guys, I'm going to stop right there and continue on. So that was the presentation that I saw initially, but I wanted to get more information. So I contacted this guy and said, hey, who can I talk to at a high level, and they put me in contact with this guy named Derek. Now, Derek's background is that he was a RE/MAX broker owner of 3 locations, and he started using FES and found great success with it. And 2 years after starting, he shuts down all of his RE/MAX offices, and now all he does is promotes FES, working with real estate and mortgage brokers. Now, I'm not a component of that. I'm not saying change your career field. I love real estate. I ain't changing that at all, right? But what I'm saying is that these guys really know what they're doing. They're really good at what they do. So if you send a customer to a loan officer, and if they can debt to income ratio, and it's just a score issue, you have to remember that that loan officer probably has their credit repair company. But the thing is you never know what's happening because you're never really kept in the loop. With FES, if you're an agent, you get to log in and you get to see everyone that you submitted and where they're at in the process. If they miss an $89 payment, you know about it. So then you can contact them to say, hey, is everything okay? Let's get you back on track. So that's powerful. And the fact that they actually get massive results and getting people's scores up. So with this program, especially with the renters to homeowners post, there's going to be a lot of people, as you know, that come through that can't credit qualify right now. So all you got to do is send them to FES. Now, let me put a disclaimer on everything that I'm saying. I'm not saying you have to be an agent. I ain't saying that at all. I'm not saying to take out your checkbook to do anything. What I am saying is it works. So you have 2 options if you want to use FES. If you want to make the $100 every time you send somebody, then you have to sign up as an agent. If you don't want to make the $100, send them to me. I appreciate the $100. It really doesn't matter. So what happened to me is when I decided to jump in, I tested the water, sent some customers, they got their scores up, and then I hit what's called a sales director position within my first 30 days. I'm only the second guy in the company to do that within the first 30 days. The only difference between me and the other people is I'm aggressive, and I realized that there's only 2 reasons people would not get involved with FES. If you send somebody to buy a house to a loan officer, and the loan officer comes back and says, sorry, they don't qualify because of their credit. If you can't get them enrolled in a $188 product, there's only 2 reasons. Reason number 1, they broke. And if they ain't got $188, they won't buy the house anyway. Reason number 2, they don't believe you. They think it's a scam and they don't believe you. So I have been building a team of nationwide of realtors and mortgage brokers that are sending clients to FES, and I never have to touch a single file. That being said, let me talk about Um, passively live paycheck to paycheck. Let me talk about what my experiences have been so far with my team, just so you know. All right. I love to tell you that every single person that joins FES is killing it. I would be completely lying to you. I can say this. Every single person that actually applies themselves are getting people approved. Here's what I mean by that. It's salesmanship, right? So like, especially, well, I'll give you an example. I had a mortgage loan officer sign up about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks later, guy contacts me and says, man, I can't get anyone to sign up for FES. So my next question, of course, did you decline anybody for a mortgage in the last 2 weeks? He had 12 declines. So let me get this straight. I need to make sure I understand. You had 12 people that wanted to buy a house. And they typically would have to put down, if you said yes, they're qualified, they're going to put down earnest money, right? It's going to be $500 minimum. They're going to pay for an appraisal. That's going to be $300 to $400. They're going to pay for an inspection. By the time it's all said and done, they're going to spend $1,000, $1,500. And that's if they were doing a down payment assistance program. So if you can't get them enrolled in a $188 product, maybe mortgage brokers isn't your thing. Because the biggest reason is people don't believe. That's the biggest reason. Okay. So I figured out a way to help that. Okay. So this is what I'm doing for the team. Anyone that's currently on my team now or wants to be part of this, look, I've got people on my team that are making $1,000 a week just with FES. That's not their focus, but they're talking to enough people and they're sending them over to FES and they're making $100 a pop. The rest of that money, that cap money, that bonus money, we can talk about that another time, okay? That's extra money, all right? That's not the focus here. The focus is to get your clients approved so they can buy a house. But if you send 10 people a week to FES, you're gonna make $1,000 that week. That's $4,000 a month that you didn't have. And in 90 days, all these people are going to be dripping out buying a house. All right. So this is what I realized. I realized that I have a percentage of people that are on my team that don't know how to properly explain FES. And that's due to their salesmanship, or maybe they weren't trained, or they overcomplicated. I mean, I don't know. So what I did is I created a whole different site. I created my own marketing, which is above and beyond what the corporate office is doing. Because
listen, the reason why you want to get started today, because in the next 90 days, the person who got you on
about here, all right? So what I did is I created a site called Fresh Start Financial. And Fresh Start Financial is basically my team's site, if you want to think about it that way. And then here's how the process is designed to work. You send them over to a loan officer. The loan officer lets you know that, hey, they debt to income ratio, but their score is low. Then here's how you approach this. If you approach it from a negative connotation, you're completely killing your pipeline. So you got to remember, these people threw their heart over the fence, gave their social security number, and then when they get that call and the loan officer says, well, I'm sorry, you got to get your scores up, you just like punch them in the gut. But if you approach it from a positive standpoint, it works a lot better. So here is a video that you can send to your clients if they're in that situation, right? Here we go.
That will send you homes. Congratulations, you qualify for our Fresh Start Initiative homeownership program. Here's what is going to happen next. The realtor that you're working with is going to set you up in a system that will send you homes up to the amount you can qualify for. We would hate for you to fall in love with a house that is out of your price range. This will allow you to keep your eye on the market for the perfect property for you and your family. If you have not done so already, it's very important that you provide all the income documentation to the loan officer you're working with for final underwriting approval. Once that comes in, it's time to go house shopping. Next, let's talk about the financial aspect of buying your first home so you know what to expect without any surprises. When your realtor finds you the perfect home, it's customary to provide the seller with a good faith deposit that shows the seller that you are serious about the transaction. This can make the difference between a seller choosing your offer over another. Think about it this way. You're a seller and you get two offers the same day. One has a check attached to it and the other does not. Which offer are you going to choose? Just so you know, there is no certain amount to offer. Your realtor is a trained professional and will make recommendations to you, but you can bank on a minimum of $500. Next, when you find the house you want, it's advisable to have a professional home inspection. The inspector will crawl through every nook and cranny of the house and provide you a comprehensive report that highlights any areas of concern. The average cost will be between $300 and $500. Finally, the lender you're working with is going to require an appraisal of the property. Since you're asking to borrow the money, you have to prove to the bank that the home is worth what you're offering. Typically, this is anywhere between $400 and $500. As far as your down payment is concerned, depending on what you qualify for, will be between 3.5 and 5% down of the purchase price. Depending on federal and state loan programs, this amount could potentially be granted by the state to you or even gifted to you from a family member. Make sure to ask your loan officer about the specific details on which programs you may qualify for. If all this sounds overwhelming, don't worry. Most first-time homebuyer goes through these same emotions and may need 2 to 3 months in order to get their affairs in order. So you have plenty of time. Before the underwriter will approve your file, you need to get your credit scores up. That's where our company comes in. At Fresh Start Financial, we're a non-profit company specializing in helping people get their credit scores up in record speed so they can stop making their landlord rich and finally own their own home. It's all part of the process. So if you're watching this video, it means that everything else looks good and that you're on your way to owning your first home. All you need to do is follow our step-by-step process and you're on your way. The first step is to watch the video below this one that explains our FES protection plan and how it will put you on the right path to homeownership. If you have any questions, make sure that you reach out to the person that sent you the link to this page.
All right, before we watch the next video, I want to get your guys' feedback right there. So do you see how she had a positive spin on this entire thing? And she didn't make it sound like, oh my gosh, you can't buy. She made it sound like it was part of the process. But we only do this with people who debt to income ratio, because if they don't have enough money for the house, we're not going to paint false expectations. So do me a favor, put in the chat box right now if this is making sense so far to you. So if this makes sense, go ahead and put it in the chat so I know that I haven't lost my mind here. Pat Brown says yes. Lisa says yes. All right, guys, I'm going to continue on for time's sake. All right, now you send them here, okay? And then I have a video that explains the entire program. All right, so watch this. Here's the video that explains to them what FES is all about. Here we go.
Hi, I'm one of the credit managers here at Fresh Start Financial. Our program has worked for thousands of people for over 10 years. And it will work for you as well. Enrolling in our Protection Plan product, you're going to gain access to 12 different financial tools, products, and benefits. One of them being our flagship product, Credit Restoration. United Credit Education Services is a nonprofit company that will review your credit reports with Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian and prepare dispute letters on your behalf to challenge any negative items. So why does it work? It's simple. Under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the law states that you have the right to dispute any item on your credit report, and the credit bureaus have 30 days to investigate that item and either remove it or permanently delete it from your file. Failure to do so subjects the credit bureaus to severe penalties and lawsuits. The trick is to know which laws to quote and which buttons to press in order to get them to really investigate your dispute and provide to you real verification. It's estimated they receive over 100,000 dispute letters on a daily basis. They simply do not have the manpower to really investigate any of these claims. In order to comply with federal law, they must respond within the time allowed. What you get back is a standard letter saying they finished their investigation and find their reporting to be accurate. However, nothing could be further from the truth. And United Credit Education Services knows that and will prepare more letters on your behalf, forcing the credit bureaus to either comply by providing you original documentation of the debt or removing it from your file. I want to assure you that if you've tried credit repair in the past with some large for-profit organization like Lexington Law Firm with limited results, that this is different. Since United Credit Education Services is a nonprofit, they don't charge $1,000 or $1,500 up front to start the process, unlike most other companies. You can get started today for a one-time enrollment fee of $99 plus your first month's service. We offer a 100% money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose but your bad credit score and the entire world to gain with your second chance at life. Many of our clients are finally able to qualify for their own home or finance that dream car they've been wanting within a few months of starting our program. While your credit is being restored, you can take advantage of the other benefits of our FES Protection Plan membership. We're going to provide you with a credit attorney, which will defend you against any future harassing letters from debt collectors, and any money damages will be awarded to you. This service alone would cost you $250+ an hour. You'll also get a living will, trust, and POA in the unlikely event that something was to happen to you. This program, which was developed by attorneys, will set you up for all three of these easily from the comfort of your home. This service elsewhere is easily $5,000. Next, you get special discounts on travel. We're talking about flights, hotels, car rentals, and vacation packages. Other companies charge $50 per month just for this service alone. You get access to Debt Zero, which is a tool that you can use that will enter all of your debts and interest rates, and it will advise you as to how much to pay each month to each debt to avoid unnecessary interest and pay it off faster, allowing you to be debt-free. Similar tools like this online run about $50 per month. You also get Smart Credit, which is an app for your phone that will allow you to stay on top of your new perfect credit and alert you if anything negative appears on your report, as well as provide you reminders as to when you have bills that are coming due. Again, a $50 per month fee everywhere else. You also get a financial lockbox, which provides you one central location for all your important documents, such as life insurance policies, financial accounts, and your will and power of trust in case there's an emergency. This service is offered independently for $25 per month from other providers. You also get LifeLock, which protects your credit and identity from identity theft, which is the fastest growing crime in the United States. They have partnerships with the FBI and will help restore your good credit should something arise. This is offered for $10 per month elsewhere. Learn how to build credit with our Positive Credit Builder. It provides a breakdown of the credit scoring system and how it's calculated, which would allow you to better manage your financial life. And for our final bonuses, we have a pharmacy card, which will provide you anywhere from a 10% to 85% savings with over 60,000 pharmacies nationwide, and a shopping portal, which allows you to shop from the comfort of your phone and get cash back for doing what you already are doing with over 4,000 retailers online. Purchased separately, for all of these services, you would spend $6,500 up front and $170 per month. But don't worry. For a limited time, you can get access to everything we talked about in addition to our credit restoration product at no additional charge. Take that first step in your journey to a new life today by clicking the button below to get started now.
All right, guys. Now, if you go to the website down below, we've got testimonials from real people that talk about buying a house, buying a car, you name it, actual screenshots of credit score increases. Like this, Latoya went up 195 points. Gloria went up 185. Joshua went up 185. I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. This actually works, and it works extremely well. All right. So what I did is I wanted to take it one step further for people that wanted to be a part of this. So I am preparing a weekly webinar, okay? And on this webinar, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a live webinar on a weekly basis that basically presents the entire program. It's going to be entitled How to Buy a Home with Less Than Perfect Credit. And I will explain everything that needs to happen for your clients. If they sign up and you're a part of FES, you'll make the $100. If you're not a part, I'll make the $100. Either way, we all win. My goal isn't to make the 100. My goal is to get deals qualified for you guys so you guys can close more real estate transactions and end up ultimately making more money, right? So that's the end goal, all right? So do not have that webinar done yet, but it is an event that is slated to start happening in April. But in the meantime, we do have that team website that I built that it kind of explains the entire program and dummy proofs the whole sales process. All right, so at this time, what I want to do is I want to open up the chat to see if you guys have any questions about what we talked about so far. Let me address those questions. So if you raise your hand and give me a chat, I will unmute you, let you ask your question, and then we'll go on to the next person. And then at the end here, what I'm going to do is I'll send you a link. If you want to participate, great. If you don't want to participate, don't let this pass and say, hey, Dwayne, I'm not game to being an agent. Please send them to me because I know this thing works. I want to get you guys more deals qualified. All right, so Patrick says, if they sign up through this website, how do we get credit? All right, so that's a good question. All right, so there's two ways you can do it. Way number one, if you already have a ClickFunnels account, then I will share my entire funnel with you. So I'll share it. You put your link in there. They sign up. Boom, it's yours. ClickFunnels does run you about $97 a month if you already don't have one. Yeah, exactly. It's a site kind of like WordPress. You don't have to have it. That's if you want to ensure that it comes your way. Otherwise, you can send them there. And if you notice on the video, I specifically said, get back with the person that sent you this link, right? So it is advisable for them to go ahead and do that. But if you wanted to have your own site, then you could do that. Keita, I'm a ClickFunnels expert. Don't do anything until you and I talk. Me and Russell, tight. Yeah, I got you, ClickFunnels girl. With this program, you want to. We also have a new sequence that's going to be put into the bot. Okay, so here's how it's going to work. Okay, the way it's going to work is if you send someone to a loan officer says, they can't buy. Comes back to you, you're going to send them the video that we just talked about. If they don't bite on the video, send them to the webinar. If they don't bite on the webinar, ready for this? Then we're going to have a new sequence put into the bot. And the bot's going to follow up every single Friday for an entire year. Why are we following up on Friday? Put it in the chat. Let me know. Why are we following up on Fridays? Payday. That's exactly right, guys. Payday, right? Because what we're going to do is I'm going to drip them with success videos. This person was able to buy a house. That person was able to buy a house. This person's scores went up. That person's scores went up. We're going to hit them so hard with social proof, they had no choice but to sign up. Now, Pat, yes, it's $288 to start up for agents, and yes, it's $89 a month. If you get 5 people enrolled underneath you, you don't have to do this. But if you did, that's 5 agents, 5 customers. It don't matter. You have 5 people on a protection plan, they will waive your $89 fee. I have never paid an $89 fee because I got 5 within the first hour and a half. So, and they've paid me like clockwork every single Thursday, never had a single problem, and I'm building a massive pipeline of people to buy a house. No time frame on that, by the way, Pat. Your question was, is there a time frame? No, there's no time frame at all. Just whenever you got 5 active people underneath you. Now, you can't have 5 people and they all drop out next month. If you got 5 people underneath you that are active, then your fee for that month is waived. I've got hundreds of people underneath me. I'm not worried about it. Let's see here. All right. What other questions do you guys have? Yeah. I think it's a great opportunity as well. That's why I did it, because I knew there's so many people that don't credit qualify that there's no way in the world that I wanted to let that business go to the wayside. All right. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to send you a link. Again, I don't want anyone to feel like I'm just trying to push something on you, but this, I'm telling you, this will end up making you guys a lot of money, okay, if you do it. And because these people want to buy a house, and heck, one person that you convert is going to make all the difference, right? All right, so here we go. So I'm going to send you the link to everyone right now. I got a question. The keys to getting my lender sending them back to me. Yes, yeah, absolutely. That is the key. Yes, that is the key right there. So she said that the key is to get my lender sending them back directly to her for the credit repair versus their lender's credit repair. Yes. All right. So you would need to let your lender know, hey, if this person doesn't qualify, you send them back to me. Now, this is what has happened with some agents on my team. They introduced this to their loan officer, and now their loan officer signs up. And every time their loan officer gets someone involved in credit repair, you get paid. So and it goes on and on and on. Now, I'm going to share a real small story for you. I know you're going to think I'm crazy. Monique, it's $99 plus 89 bucks. It's $189 for a customer to sign up, and then $89 a month. Now, just to let you know, okay, you have a $100 commission in there. You can cut your commission in half, or you can waive your commission. So someone can get started for just 89 bucks, and you can waive your commission altogether. But you can do that, all right? So I think sending them back to a webinar where basically I'm doing the presenting on a weekly basis is really going to help you guys out, and it ends up building up the volume on my entire team, and it's just a huge win-win-win for everyone that's involved. So I want and two things in the video. I'm not sure if you guys picked up on them. Number one is that they dispute with all 3 bureaus simultaneously. Okay, Lexington Law Firm does not do that. Lexington Law Firm will do like TransUnion, but next month Equifax, and that's why it takes forever. And they'll only dispute a couple accounts at one time. These guys dispute everything that's on your report. Everything. All at the same time to all 3 bureaus. That's why they get fast results. And the company knows that there's going to be a percentage of people that stay in even after their credit gets restored because of the other benefits of the program. So that's why they're willing to pay us $100 to refer a customer over, because they know their percentage of people is going to stay in the program. All right, so Train said it'd be a good idea to get social proof to archive Strive for 5 by subsidizing the first 5 people, cutting your commission. Yeah, you can do that. I have people that have done that, exactly what you're talking about, just so they can get their 5 taken care of. As long as someone's enrolled in the protection plan, if you got 5 people, then you're covered. Again, I literally, no joke, I did that in about an hour or so, and I hit the sales director position. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but let's say, I mean, I could talk to people about credit repair, mainly because when I owned a mortgage company, I would actually repair their credit for them. If they came to my office and they wanted to buy a house, if they made enough money to buy the house and it was just a score issue, oh, they didn't leave my desk. I actually had 3 girls in the office that I paid hourly, and we would sit there and handwrite letters every single day and repair their credit for them. I've been on the other side. So when I saw this and realized that all I have to do is refer them over and they're going to pay me $100, when I started making $1,500 to $2,000 a week off of my team, I realized, maybe there's something here, right? Now, there's a guy, and he's on the top of the food chain, if you will, with the company, and he's 24 years old. His name is Alfred Nixon. I'll send you guys a video if you're interested. Again, I'm not trying to side rail anyone. I just want to tell you the possibility that exists, all right? So Alfred Nixon is making, I know you think I'm crazy, right? He's making about $120,000 a month off of FES, and he's only been building it for 3 years. But he's a hustler. What he's doing, he's out there talking to mortgage companies, real estate companies, and he's built this entire network of people underneath him. And he was actually listed in Forbes magazine of 30 millionaires under the age of 30. He's doing very well. It's definitely works. Pat says, yeah, there's a pretty comprehensive training program to get you educated enough to be able to communicate with the customer about credit repair. The biggest thing about credit repair is, one, don't paint false expectations. Okay, so if they don't debt to income ratio, you guys have heard me say that like 5 times now. But if they don't debt to income ratio, don't paint false expectations. But if they make enough money and it's just a score issue, it's just a matter of time. All right. So I don't like telling people it's going to be 2 months you can buy a house. I say it typically takes 2 to 3 months. It could take longer. It really depends on what's on your score, on your credit when they get started. But the sooner we start, the quicker you're going to be able to buy a house. If my lender came back and said, yes, that you can qualify right now, you're going to stroke a check for about $1,000 to $1,500, because as your realtor, you're going to have to put down earnest money. That's going to be about $500. And then I'm going to go into all the other expenses they have. And trust me, if they were going to buy, they're going to roll for $189. All right, good question, Robin. Robin said, what's the difference between the protection plan membership that's $199 and $89 and the other one? One, you make money off your team. The other one, you do not. So the other plan for $289 is one where you can build a team and get team overrides. Not interested in that? Don't worry about it. For me, I realized that I talked to lots of people, and it just kind of made sense for me in order to do that. So that's the option. That's the option that I chose. Because I'll give you a real world example. See, I'll pick on Jackie for example. All right, Jackie, if you sign up and when you get 2 people signed up with credit repair, okay, you're going to make $200, $100 each, right? But I'm at a $380 level for what's called a customer acquisition bonus, because I built myself up to that level, which means every time you get 2 people, you make $200, I'm going to make $280. So that's why you spend the extra money to be able to build a team, because as people get people enrolled in credit repair all across the nation, they end up putting money in my bank account on Thursdays. No, Keita, they do not actually do that at all. Well, yes and no. They sign up for credit repair. Once they've been in the program for 90 days, the company knows that they've got a score increase. And when that happens, they're going to get an email that basically says, hey, do you know anyone else that may be interested in getting their scores up? And by the way, if you wanted some extra income, there's a work at home business opportunity. If that person signs up, you get credit for it. So the corporate office sends out an email basically looking for referrals. And if the person says, yeah, I think I might want to do this, you actually get credit for that sale. All right, any other questions, guys? Trang asked if you can run Facebook ads. Yeah, you can. Full disclosure, I have not done it yet, but there are people on my team that are doing it, that are having success. There's people above me that are doing it, that swear by it, and they wouldn't do anything else. For me, I've got so many leads coming in from the renters to homeowners post that I don't have to hunt down leads, because there's nothing more powerful than dangling some keys in front of somebody to get them to sign up for credit repair. But yes, you can run Facebook ads. All right, so Robin said if you do the one-time fee to start, you can then upgrade if you decide to the membership plan. There's always a membership plan. The difference is the $289 versus the $189. It's an extra $100 to be a rep to get team overrides, basically. So if you signed up, if someone were to sign up and they just wanted to do for themselves, and then they didn't want to build a team, and then later on they're like, hey, I want to build a team. Yeah, they can pay the difference. So they can do that. But I think, don't quote me on this, but I think that has to be done within the first 90 days. Yeah, Keita, I get you. I haven't had anyone complained to me yet. I've sent a lot of people over there right now. I haven't had one person come back and say, hey, these guys are trying to get me involved in some network marketing company. And honestly, that was a lot of my hesitation. I've been burnt before in network marketing. I've put my heart and soul and, you name it, trust me, as an entrepreneur, trust me, it's came across my desk, right? I didn't want to do MLM no more. Okay. But when I saw this and I'm like, wait a minute, this is different. I'm not talking to my friends and family. I'm talking to people that really it could benefit if they want to buy a house. So yeah, let me go and go for it. And I'm glad that I did, because this is helping me get an additional 6-figure income. And all I really do is do what I do best anyway, and talk to people about buying houses. So it made perfect sense for me. So any other questions, guys? Now's the time to ask. Right. So Keita just said, hey, this works hand to hand in the industry. Yeah, it does. That's why I jumped in, because I wasn't like, it wasn't a side business for me, because I was, I'm already in this space, so it just made sense. And Robin, yes, I have seen them remove bankruptcies and foreclosures before. Patrick, I help you set, if you buy ClickFunnels through my link so I can get paid, buy me a hamburger, that'd be awesome. But if you sign up through ClickFunnels through my link, then absolutely, beyond a shadow of doubt, I'll set the whole darn thing up from you. So if you get a ClickFunnels account through my link, I set the whole thing up for you. Turnkey. Yeah, hold on a second. Let me get you guys a link. Yeah, hold on a second. Let me get you a link. Let me go to my ClickFunnels account and get you a link that you guys need. Sign up. Yeah, I'm real close to hitting the car bonus. ClickFunnels, once you have 100 customers that you referred over, they give you a car bonus. And I'm really close. So I like to hit that. That'd be nice. All right, ClickFunnels. Here we go, guys. Oh, and by the way, while I'm looking at this, I think someone just said, "Hey, are there other funnels that you're going to share?" Well, surprise, surprise! Of course there is. All right. So what I'm going to do, I guess the cat's out of the bag a little bit, but let me get this link for you real quick so I don't get sidetracked. But yeah, I'm going to do something that you guys were like, "What?" Because I know it works. All right, hold on a second. Where is it at? All right, here we go. All right. All right, guys, here you go. If you've ever visited ClickFunnels before, you would need to clear your cookies in your browser before you hit this link. All right, but here is the link for you guys. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. Every last one of those funnels, those campaigns, like renters to homeowners, the stop renting, the move up buyers, all 12 of those campaigns, I actually have an entire funnel already built for those campaigns. So you can put your link in the ad and then they go to a visual web page. Now, I'm gonna say something and you can be like, what? Because let me show you what I'm fixing to do, right? Who knows what retargeting is? Retargeting. That's like you go shop for something on Amazon, you don't actually buy it, but then you go to Facebook and it starts following you around the internet. So I'm going to show you guys how traffic goes to that page. And on that page, we put a cookie. And then I'm speaking geek stuff. We put a little piece of code on that page. And now you can start following them around the internet. Every time they go to YouTube, you showing up. They go to Google, you showing up. They go to Facebook, they can't escape you. Talk about branding yourself. That's what we're going to show you guys how to do. But that's right, pixel them. That's exactly right. I'm going to show you exactly how to pixel them, and I'm going to have an entire retargeting campaign set up for you guys. Now, let me put an asterisk on everything that I just said. Some clients, students, have difficulties going through the first 7 steps. We start talking about retargeting, it's going to be a little bit more complicated. So if you're not ready for that tech side of things, please just don't do it, because I don't have the manpower to be able to jump in and help every single person. But if you can follow a video, I will show you how to set that up step by step by step so you can retarget them and chase them around the internet with your sales and marketing message. As an example, you know how you guys, you know how you watch Facebook, YouTube, and then there's an ad on YouTube, right? And it says, skip this ad like in 3 seconds, 5 seconds, okay? You tell me, if somebody skips your ad on YouTube, how much do you think the advertiser is charged? You're doing promotions, someone sees your ad, they go skip. How much? 5 seconds, by the way, skipping 5 seconds. How much do you think you're charged? Go ahead and put in the comments. I want to gauge your guys' internet marketing knowledge. All right, you guys are clueless. All right. Nope, ready for this? The question is how much are you charged if somebody skips your YouTube ad? The answer, drum roll, 0. You're never charged a penny. So that means that you have 5 seconds of marketing that's absolutely for free. Did you know you can target people on YouTube based off of demographics or based off a geographical area? So in other words, if I did a YouTube ad that said, hi, my name is Dwayne Roberts and I am the first-time homebuyer expert for Nashville, if I got that out in 5 seconds, even if they skipped my ad, I never charged a single penny. It's like having a digital billboard online that I never paid for. Now, how much do you think you're charged if they actually watch your video? So they don't skip it. They watch your video. How much do you think that's going to YouTube's going to charge you in order to do that? Any clue at all? Nah, they're going to charge you. All right, ready for this? This might keep you up at night. Ready for this? The average, ready? The average is 2 cents to 4 cents a video view. That's it. YouTube is an extremely underutilized platform. So if they skip your ad, you ain't charged nothing. Now, I want to say something, and I'm not trying to make a political statement. I'm making a marketing statement. It's one of the things, yes, you can start a budget. That's one of the things that the Trump campaign did during the election, because they were doing all these ads that were saying, make America great again, and the opposing view kept skipping the ad. But he got hundreds of millions of dollars of free advertising out of it. So yes, Keita asking you allocate a budget so it doesn't overcharge. Yeah, you can do a daily budget, weekly budget, monthly budget. Yep, sure can. So what you'll find, now I'm gonna share one more secret with you, because you guys pulled my little marketing string. I love some marketing. I want to share one little secret with you that you're like, what? All right, so check this out. You can target a specific video online. All right, Monique, you've been talking to me a lot all night. Give me a name of an agent that thinks that they're a hot shot in your area. Give me the name of an agent that you think is like, will probably have some YouTube ads, as an example. Dan Gribb. All right, let me find something real quick. I hope this don't backfire on me, but we're going to try something. Watch this. All right, I'm gonna share my screen and let's see what we can find out. Watch this, y'all. All right, I'm gonna go to YouTube. And I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna type in Dan Grebe. Is he KW, Keller Williams? All right. Now, let me show you something. All right. So this dude does this video. He's got 125 views. Not a lot of views, but he's got a couple of views out there. All right, here's a little better one, 721. All right, here's the deal. I can make it, let me rephrase it. I can show you how. When someone goes to YouTube and types in Dan Grebe because they're looking for him, that your video shows up before his does. You see where I'm going with that? They were looking for him, but then your video shows up. And if they skip your video, you're not charged. But if they watch your video, it's anywhere between 2 cents and 4 cents. Monique, let me ask you a question. You guys have new construction in your town? Like cookie cutter builders, like a Syntex home or like a Beazer home or something like that? All right, give me the name of a popular builder that's in your neck of the woods. I'm gonna show you a real. All right, Miranda Homes. All right, let me see if I can find this, guys. Find this. Watch this. Miranda Homes. All right. Cool. All right, Miranda Homes. All right, now. This is perfect. This is perfect. All right, check it out. 6.7 thousand views. Okay, now we talking in a 2-year period. So I can show you how you can make a little video that says something like this. Hi, my name is Dwayne Roberts, and if you're thinking about viewing the Harmony model, I'm available on nights, even weekends, etc. You see where I'm going with that. That's not the ad copy, but point is you can have your video show right on top of them. What if you did this? What if you took a 360 camera that you can pick up for like $100? Go to this model home, walk through the model home, find out every home that the builder is building, and create a site that says something like Miranda Homes virtual tour available 24/7 for showings. Something like that. I don't know. We have to come up with the right ad copy. But the point is someone clicks on this, before theirs do. And you can do that with every single video in town. So you can go through here and we can find out with software what people are searching for when they are looking on YouTube and have your video show up in front of that. Maybe you give them a free, like this, like, hey, if you're looking at the Harmony model and you're considering buying, you're considering selling your house, you may want to know what your home is worth in today's market. The market is on fire right now. So matter of fact, I know you're just a little bit curious. If you click that link down below, I'm gonna give you a free home evaluation of what your home is worth. Come on, I know you're interested now. So go and click that link right there. A little video like that, and it runs it back to the bot. You get all their seller information. So that's, I'm gonna get off my high horse. We can talk about marketing all day long. Trust me when I say that. But there's ways that you can go out there and spend just a little bit of money, which I guess I want to wrap up with that statement. My program was designed to help all agents. A lot of agents have a marketing budget of 0. And when you have a marketing budget of 0, there's only so much you can do. So advertising in groups is an attractive option. But if you got a budget, then we can start talking about some Facebook ads. We can start talking about some YouTube. We can start talking about some retargeting. You want to get a ClickFunnels account through my link? I'll set up every last one of my funnels for you, because ClickFunnels is going to pay me an affiliate commission. I'll be happy to do that for you. I'll set up the whole entire account. And then that way you have an avenue to get them to your page and then start retargeting, because we're going to put that pixel in there and start retargeting them all around the internet. So those are things that are coming up. But I didn't want to introduce a lot of this stuff to begin with. I didn't want to be like, hey, join my course, and then now I want you to spend $200 a month on Facebook ads, or join my course, and now I want you to spend $288 on FES. I want you to see that, one, the stuff that I'm pushing out is valuable. And as you see in the group, everyone's getting benefits. Everyone's starting to write contracts. I wanted to prove myself before I start showing you other things that you can do with your hard-earned money. Question was, can we sign up for things tomorrow and get them still set up? Yeah, you sign up whenever you want. Yeah, this ain't no sales pitch. Yeah, whenever you're ready, just let me know. Yeah, this ain't no scarcity tactic. When you want to do it, you just reach out and say, hey, I want to do it. I'll hook you up. I'm just trying to provide that extra value to you guys, because I know that FES works. As far as the ClickFunnels thing, and you don't have to do that right now, but if you're ready for it, sign up with my link, and then I will help you take your business to the next level and help you with that retargeting and all that type of stuff, right? But don't do it if you ain't ready yet. If you ain't got a marketing budget, don't do it, because you got to have a marketing budget. If you jump in, you're like, well, let me try $25 on a boost and see what happens. No, I ain't talking about any of that. That's craziness, right? If you got a decent marketing budget, $200 to $300 a month, you let me know, and I will show you where to spend that $200 to $300 to get the biggest bang for your buck. Keita, I'm glad that you love it, because I love it too. I eat, drink, and live marketing. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, any other questions, guys? I probably kept you long enough. It's 8:21, and I don't want to hold you guys forever. If you do not want to sign up with FES for whatever reason, just send them to me. So I'll push out a link later on to show you guys how to do that, to send them to me, and we'll take good care of them. But if you want to make that extra $100, then sign up as an agent. And if you happen to need a little bit of credit repair, you'll get it, because you get to use the product. You see firsthand how it works. So if you have any bumps along the road, it will help you get your individual credit up as well. All right. So any other questions for me, guys, before we call it a wrap for the night? Keita, you're so very, very, very welcome. Monique, thank you. Patrick and Bonnie, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Amanda, hey, what's up? I didn't see you on there. Yes, Amanda. Yeah, this thing rocks, and especially when we start doing the live weekly how to buy a home with less than perfect credit webinar, boom, baby, it is on. Because if they get in front of me, they're going to enroll. I almost guarantee you that, because I know how to talk the game. Lisa, you're definitely welcome. Guys, I am going to call it a wrap for tonight. I will render this. I will post it in the group for a replay. If you're interested, there is no time frame. You just sign up when you're ready. If you want to sign up for ClickFunnels underneath my link, I will give you all my share funnels at absolutely no additional charge and help you set up for the retargeting and stuff. So everyone, have a good night, and we'll see you on Monday. Bye for now.